Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Back home after a big few days. Unfortunately, back at work as well. Here's my little fella. So yeah, Joey, I see your comment there. I was only off work for 3 days, mate. It wasn't anything major. It was only because I had that concert on a Tuesday night. So being in Melbourne, it's like you can't just go to work and then go to the gig after work because I'm in the country. So I just had to take a few days off so I could go and enjoy it. But unfortunately, back at work now. And yeah, of course, tomorrow night I'm stuck at work till midnight, the night before I'm going to Metallica. So fucking annoyed about it. See, I'm meant to finish work at 9 o'clock and they want us there till about midnight. And I'm leaving to go on the train to Melbourne Saturday morning for Metallica, so I'm going to be real tired now. I'm not happy. Anyway, got a mischievous dog. So yeah, I'm going to do a West Coast IPA. I've already poured it for the photo. Looked pretty good when I poured it. So it's by Holgate Brewhouse. They're out of Woodend, which is sort of northwest of Melbourne. Yeah, they're in a small town called Woodend, which, yeah, it's sort of the only pub in town, and it's a craft brewery, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this West Coast is a limited edition. It is 6.8%, and it's just in a little 375ml can. I'll read what it says on the back. Like the lights of Las Vegas, you'll be drawn to our Lost in Vegas West Coast IPA. Big New World hop character creates a dazzling, hedonistic whirl of citrus, stone fruit, and strawberry notes, cut through with a firm, dry finish like a dessert breeze down the strip. Come, mate, get out of it. Bloody dogs, get out of it, mate. Dry finish like a dessert breeze down the strip. Be warned, you might get lost in the hops, but don't worry, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, pretty cool can artwork. So I've had a few limiteds from these guys lately, and they've been really good. So I'll give it a bit of a swirl just to see if I can generate some head on there again, because it was looking very, very nice when I first poured it. It's probably about as good as I'm going to get it. Unfortunately, it had a big, thick head on it that went all the way up to the top of the glass. But yeah, very clean and clear, like straw colour, light carbonation, probably medium body. Let's go with, hopefully real piney and bitter. Definitely piney. Some grapefruit, some orange, some lemon, some apricot. Cheers, Evie. Yeah, like a bit of a mixture when it comes to the base. Like some white bread, some biscuit, some caramel. Smells good. Sort of reminds me of like a subtle version of like Optimum or something like that, just on the nose. You get like spruce tip, like, yeah, forest floor, like some almost like a peppery sort of note. Half the time I was just sitting there thinking, and you were like, I don't know, I think you thought I was sleeping when I wasn't. There were times when you're going, I'm worried, I'm worried. I'm like, what are you worried about? Like, there were times earlier on when I was starting to doze off a little bit, but There was times when I'm just sitting there just pondering, looking at the screen, and yous are all like stressing out, and I'm like, I don't know what yous are going on about. I think because I was wearing sunglasses, there were times you must have thought I was asleep when I wasn't. Because I was sitting there just like in my thoughts, and I'm reading the screen, and I'm like, what is wrong? I had no dramas getting home. I was fine. Cheers, Paul. I just started to get a bit snoozy earlier in the arvo when the sun was beaming on me. And just because, yeah, like I've been traveling all the last 2 days, and yeah, I just started getting like drifting off a bit. But after that, I was fine. As soon as I had a feed, and yeah, I was right as rain then. And then you kept going, oh, wake up, wake up. I'm like, I'm not even asleep. Cheers, Adam. Good to see you, brother. So I'm on a west coast. It looks a bit flat, but I poured it like 20 minutes ago. It actually looked really good when I poured it. You probably see in the thumbnail. So yeah, back home, back at work. It's so shit when you're like you go away sort of during a week just for a few days and you do all this awesome shit and then you go back to work. It's like fuck me. But yeah, I was just saying here I've got Metallica on Saturday and fucking work's making us stay back like 3 hours on Friday night. It's going to be so frustrating because I've got to leave to go to on the train early Saturday morning to go to Metallica. I'm thinking about just going fuck 'em, just leave at 9 when I'm meant to. But we're short staffed as it is. Anyway, I'm going to have a drink. Cheers. First one since Melbourne. Yeah, cool. Yeah. There were times when you kept like stressing and going, oh, wake up, we're worried about you. And I'm like, I'm just sitting here relaxed. Like I wasn't even asleep. I'd been streaming for like 5 hours. I was sitting in the sun. I was just like, probably just running out of shit to talk about. I was just sort of taking in the moment. Like as soon as I had that steak, I was fine. There was no drama with me getting home or anything like that. I just needed some food and I was good. Yeah, 9 o'clock. So yeah, I'm scheduled to work till 9 p.m. and they want us to be there till like midnight. And I want to catch the train early in the morning the next day because and like the thing too is like by the time if I work till midnight then I've got to walk home. I'm not going to get to bed till fucking 1:30 or some shit. So yeah, I'm not happy about it. Especially tonight because we finished so early. It's like why couldn't you just plan it better so we have a busier Thursday night and we take it easy on the Friday? It's like they fucking deliberately do it just to piss us off. All week you'll get out on time, and then on Friday it's like, oh nah, fuck them. They can work till 1 in the morning just to fuck up their weekend. Very piney, very piney. Hashtag epic amounts of pine. It's old sprucey baby. I even get like a minty vibe, like woody, minty, peppery. Mm. It reminds me of a British Columbian forest. There you go, Joey. You've had the same holiday I've had then. 4 days off. Yeah, that's pretty shit. Oh, man. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do for Metallica because at the moment in Melbourne, it's real scarce with accommodation. I reckon they're fucking housing immigrants again, and it's making it real hard to fucking book anywhere. But places are either charging extremely excessive amounts or you just can't get rooms that you normally get. Anyway, I'm staying out in the northern suburbs in a little single apartment. Like, it's going to be a pretty average room, but I'm desperate. Like, because once Metallica finishes, I obviously can't get home. So I need to stay somewhere. And I know that after Oasis, I felt real knackered, like just tired and sore. And so, yeah, it's like I had to do it. But it's just annoying. I'm going to have to fucking get on a train and go for like a half-hour trip after the concert just to get to a bed. I'm getting too old for this shit. Yeah, cool. I was tempted to buy a bottle or something, but yeah, as a few people are saying, money's a bit tight at the moment. My bank balance is probably the worst it's been for about 10 years, I reckon. And the thing that pisses me off is, yes, I have been to Oasis and then Metallica this weekend, but apart from that, I've been laying low like nearly every weekend, and I'm like fucking broke. I reckon it really hurt me this year when I lost my position and went into another role and lost money, and then my rent went up at the same time. So it was like I took two hits at once, like a double edged sword. Ever since then, I've been fucking struggling. I have had a pay increase just recently at work, though, just due to leveling up again. But yeah, I still don't think I'm earning enough. Fucking oath. I'm not even going to start on UK politics. That place is fucked. I've been watching a heap of shit lately. I hate it in Australia the way it's going, but yeah, I reckon if I lived in the UK at the moment, I'd be thinking about moving. I reckon in about 30 years' time, the UK is going to be absolutely fucked. Yeah, back to the beer. Cheers, Vanessa. Oh, I love how piney this is. It's exactly what I wanted. Pine and citrus and caramel and bread. The four key elements to a good Westie. Yeah, I didn't realise how bad it was with yeah, like your obviously your mass immigrations like Australia's, it's probably I think as far as numbers goes, Australia's worse, but because Australia is such a massive country, we've been able to sort of handle the numbers a bit better. But yeah, I didn't realise how fucking bad it was in England and the particular people that they've been taking in. It's fucking scary. See, when, like in Australia, most of ours we've been taking in are Chinese students or like Indian families. Um, they're not really, unlike a lot of the migrants back in the day, they're not really making our country better. But it's obviously it's hindering a lot of stuff for people, and like the infrastructure can't cope, and obviously everyone's paying through the roof with everything now. But yeah, at least they're not gonna start fucking with our laws and stuff like with the Islam stuff. That's like real scary. I didn't realize how bad it was. But yeah, probably not the ideal place to be talking about it. Yeah, what's with the whole pay? So it's like a is it a government worker thing or a military thing, or I don't know much about it. Yeah. that's still that's still a consideration for me. Poland. I'm going to Poland and I'm starting a microbrewery. It's just like the Western countries, they're all full of people that are extremely generous. And we've been brainwashed over the years to accommodate anyone we can to help them out. It's like, yeah, diversity, strength, and all this shit. And it's like we've just ate it up, and then the governments just went for it and fucking done all this shit without even like people being able to vote on it. And it's like now all of a sudden people are pissed off, and it's like, well, you should have fucking stood up years ago. We're having all these rallies in the street and stuff now, but it's like it's too late. It's pretty fucked though to think that, like, yeah, with your own generosity, you're letting people come into the country and they're mooching off your hard earned money that you're earning. They're just on the dole. And then you're struggling when you've busted your ass your whole life. And like someone like me can't even afford a house. And then they're just fucking laughing in your face, going, "Oh, like that's what it's like in England at the moment." They're just laughing in your face, going, "Oh well, we're pumping out kids. You guys can't afford to. You're too busy working. We're just going to take the land." It's like fucking hell. I would be disgusted. don't Don't tell me it was one of the bridges called Montague Street. Fucking idiots. Every single takeaway shop in our small town now is practically owned by the same family. And all the food, all these businesses, all their food now tastes the same because it's the same family cooking everything, and it's it's just gone to shit. And like, yeah, obviously the original owners, they must get these people are obviously really wealthy, so they'll come out here and just buy anything they can. And then like people get this massive amount of money thrown at them, and they don't sort of like even think twice. They just sell it off, and then yeah, all of a sudden everything turns to shit. Like I swear now, if you order like menu log or Uber Eats or that sort of thing in a lot of these towns, you go into different businesses, but it's probably all coming out of the exact same kitchen. I know when I lost my job, just to get any government assistance, I was only out of work for a few months. It was just a tough time about fucking 11 or 12 years ago. I was only out of work for a couple of months, but I had to fucking move town just to get another position. Anyway, I had to bust my fucking ass just to get any assistance from the government. Like, I was constantly rung up or yeah, like had to pay these visits to offices, or I just constantly hounded about what jobs I've been for and having to provide all this proof and all this shit. I'm like, fuck me, like why are all these dole bludgers? Why don't they have to go through all that shit? Like I was, yeah, absolutely put to shame when I lost my job. Like I just remember turning up to work one day and we didn't know that our business was struggling in because our part of the business was doing really well, but other areas connected in Melbourne and some other cities were struggling. So we just rocked up to work and had no idea and all lost our jobs. And I just remember the amount of fucking shit I had to go through. Like it was just like I'd rather just be fucking working and earning like $100 a week than going through all this shit. And I just see people now that they just fucking they're on the dole, but they'd never have to provide any proof or do anything for it. Well, I'm a massive believer that if you're on the dole, unless you've got some handicap or something, you should be working. You should be contributing to society. I just don't like the fact that all these people that have been hard working, busting their fucking ass all their lives are now struggling because like they've just let way too many people into the country. It just doesn't seem fair. Like I get to points where I'm like, is this really worth it? Like, do I want to keep doing this? Like, I'll bust my fucking ass. I'll work 50, 60 hours a week, and then I'll still only have like, I don't know, $100, $200 to play with by the time I pay for everything. It's like I may as well just be fucking homeless. Like if I could get food somewhere and like, I don't know, just go fishing or just do shit like that. It's like you're busting your ass and you're getting nowhere. And that's what really fucking winds me up. And then you get these cunts that come here and they get given homes and given cars and they're living fucking better lives than what I am. Jeez, Steve. Good night for a rant, I reckon. Unfortunately, Evie, not enough people do. That's why our country's fucked. People like me have to fucking bust their ass and pay for everyone else. Yeah, there's a lot of that. I mean, I could name people on fucking YouTube that are like that. I guarantee out of everyone we know on YouTube, there's probably at least a dozen people that have got some fucking fake disability bullshit. Just sit at home on their fucking asses doing nothing. Yeah, exactly. And the one thing that I fucking enjoy that I can actually do each week is just to have a couple of good beers. And now it's like can't even fucking do that without getting fucked over. You want to keep drinking beer and just relax while you can't afford to go on holiday or do anything else? Okay, we're gonna fucking tax the shit out of that too. It's just too many selfish cunts out there. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, I don't know. Like, people say you got to have a side hustle, but why fucking bust your ass like 50, 60 hours a week? Absolutely, you're fucking tired all the time. You're knackered. You just want to enjoy yourself for a couple of hours each day. And then if you've got a side hustle, you're just working more. So you're just driving yourself even more into the ground. You shouldn't have to have a side hustle. If you're working fucking full time, 50 hours a week, you should be well off. Ugh. You can tell I'm happy to be back at work. Please hit the like button. I love, I love how there was like almost 20 viewers then, just due to my anger. I'm just so fed up. Like, I'm just sick to death of seeing people taking the piss while I'm working my fucking ass off and can't even get a decent sleep every night. And I just feel like I'm never going to be able to afford my own home, and it's like, why am I doing all this work? What am I getting out of it apart from going to a couple of concerts and drinking some beers? That's about all I can fucking afford. Paying for some other cunt's house. Yeah, that's a different story. I just don't agree with the ones that, yeah, just don't work, don't want to work, and just refuse to fucking change their life. I just think it's selfish. I remember being in a stream a while back, and a particular person in the stream I know has hardly ever worked in their life. And another person's come in, and we're talking about work, and we're talking about how always being exhausted and that. And the person that's never worked said, "Oh no, you just need a side hustle, and then it's all good. You can work full-time job and just have a little side hustle." And I'm just thinking to myself, cunt, you've never fucking worked a day in your life. You've got no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, didn't I respond to it? It's sort of, I don't know, like it's good, but it's like they're all old bands sort of thing. I don't really have, it's harsh, but I don't really have any interest in Lincoln Park with the female singer. Yes, I don't know. She's talented. It's cool that they've sort of kept going, but it's just like it may as well be a different band. It's just not the same without Chester. Limp Biscuit, good, but yeah, obviously old. And then who was it? Wasn't there another band that was like an old band? It is good, but yeah, I just felt like it could be better. Even like Simo was saying the same thing. I bet you when I'm like 70 years old and can barely move and absolutely fucking cooked, I won't get any assistance. I'll just be fucking left to rot. Nah, you've contributed well to society, mate, but sorry. We've got this family from Azerbaijan we've got to look after. You can go out into the streets with all the other hardworking Aussies. You bum. Yeah. It's like during COVID when everyone was fucking battling and locked up. We had the fucking harshest lockdown laws in the whole globe. And then they're fucking giving themselves pay rises, the cunts. One day, I really hope that it's probably not the ideal thing to say. I just hope it gets real bad one day that there's this huge, like, what would you call it? Like a when the average person like me just gets so fed up and they just storm in and just clear out the government and just go, we'll fucking take over, we've had enough, like yous are ruining the country sort of thing. There just needs to be a big chop out and like all these like fucking, I don't know, they're all the same, all the politicians. They've never lived a normal life. Most of them are from wealthy families or they're immigrants or they're just puppets and they're getting told what to do and they get money in their pockets and they don't give a fuck about any of the repercussions down the track. Like people who are getting real fed up now, just imagine what they're going to be like in 10, 20 years. Like, there's definitely a lot of anger in like the UK and Europe at the moment. And I can see Australia being like that soon. Countries like Austria are pretty much fucked. They've got no fucking control now at all. They've lost any sort of Austria is not Austria anymore. Ranting, Phil, about the way the world is at the moment and how fed up I am with busting my ass and not getting anywhere and all these cunts mooching off the government and the government making shit decisions that aren't in the best interests of the people, just in the best interests of their personal wallet. Yeah. I'm still pissed off about the forced injections. That was a massive like I was so pissed off about that. I've definitely had complications since that. That's like, yeah, I've had complications like relating around to that second injection I got. I feel like it's changed my life, and I'm not happy about it. Got backed into a corner. I didn't want to get him. I was like totally against it. Got backed into a corner and said, "Well, pretty much, you're going to get it now, or you're losing your job." And because I don't have family to rely on, I don't have a partner. I had no other option. I had to fucking get it, and I've been pissed off about it ever since. All the fuckwits that went out there and got it voluntarily and made it worse for everyone else. There's still people thinking that it was a good thing. Oh, if it happens again, I'll definitely go and get the first two boosts. Oh my fucking god! It's funny how all these sports stars and healthy people all of a sudden having fucking blood and heart problems. But no, they keep that quiet, don't they? What it probably is, it's probably something that fucks up all the fighting age males in these white European nations, and then, funnily enough, all the immigrants that are coming into these countries are all of fighting age as well, and I bet you they haven't had the vaccination. There's all some little fucking plot behind all this shit. Yeah, I just find it odd. Like, why are all these immigrants in the UK? Why are they all male and they're all like 20 to 40 years old. Like, what's the go there? Why is that the case? Wouldn't you think there'd be like heaps of women and children? Like, are these guys just selfish cunts that just think about themselves, or is it their government getting them to come over because they're the ideal people to take over? Or it just seems very, very odd. The beer is gone. I'll have to name this stream. I'll change the beer name to Lost in My Angry Thoughts. It's good though, because not everyone thinks the same. I mean, the opinions are probably divided massively, but most people generally are fucking pissed off with how their country's going. Twitch! Welcome, Twitch. And it'd be funny if I went into Twitch and it had like blown up just due to the conversation. Oh, God. Yeah, I've been having all these blood like issues and shit ever since I had that second injection. Yeah, he's pretty cool. the first the first COVID jab I had, I felt fine, and then the second one I had, as soon as I had it, like the next day, I just didn't. I've never felt. I've felt different ever since, and like I keep having these issues with like. It's almost like I feel like I get these blood clot things. And I keep going to the doctor about it, and I've been saying to him it's ever since I had that fucking second jab. Like, yeah, it was just amazing though. Like, because if you watched all the press conferences throughout, it was amazing just watching the shift of what they were saying. Not everyone has to get the jab. We just feel like the more people that have it will be better for the community, and then like it'd just get more and more and more strict. And then Dan Andrews would be like, "Well, if you don't get the jab, you're a risk to society. You are selfish." Like, it just, the whole tone completely shifted within like 2 weeks. It just got more and more suspect. It's like China was going, or whoever, like the fucking UN, whoever dingles the carrots in front of these fuckwits. It's just like, yeah, just being more and more, giving more encouragement as into forcing people to do shit they didn't want to do. Yeah, it was so bad for us. I couldn't even walk the dogs or like get my own shopping or anything. We were full on lockdown mode, like real bad. See, I'm still owed. There were 2 years where I couldn't get my tax done because we were locked up for 2 years. So yeah, I've still got to get that sorted, and I'm owed a fair bit of money from those 2 years as well. But I bet you any money when I go to get those 2 years back, I bet you I'll get charged a fine or something. And it's like, hang on, you fucking locked us up, you stupid cunts. I can't be fined when like I couldn't physically leave the house to go get like a tax refund. Yeah, of course. None of those fuckwits would have got it. They would have just laughed about all us getting it. Current state of happiness. 3 out of 10. Beer. 4 point. I'm going to say 4.4 out of 5. It's actually really good. Company in the chats. 4.5 out of 5. Yeah. I'll never forget how fucking bad it was at work. Every time we walked into work, we'd have to get scanned. We had these little personal scanner things and it'd like track where you were and who you were around and stuff. And then we had to get our temperature taken every day. We had to fill out this form to say if you'd been in contact with anyone, like every day doing this same shit. And then you'd finally get into work and start working, and only half the fucking staff would be there because people were just either they'd got sick, they'd been in contact with someone who was sick, or most of them were just taking the piss and just taking time off and pretending that they had COVID. And I was always there picking up the slack. There'd be like, you're meant to have like 5 or 6 staff, and I'd be there trying to manage a crew of like 2 or 3. And then, yeah, obviously, years after that, with what happened with me, it's like I fucking busted my ass for you cunts, and look how you treat me. You went wrong. Yeah, fucking oh. Dark beers would be good. It is good to get shit off your chest. I mean, yeah, because I live alone too. It's like sometimes I'll just be so fed up, and it's like you just need to fucking get it out. I mean, I do it on here anyway, but yeah, sometimes it's like just full hog. I just hate, yeah, it's just like I hate seeing hardworking people battling and like people that don't deserve to struggle are struggling, and it's like it fucking breaks my heart to hear that like people that fought for our country are like struggling and like giving up homes for these other fucking moochers. Like just shit like that. It shouldn't fucking happen. If you're someone that's fought for the country, you should be fucking held up on a pedestal and fucking looked after for the rest of your life. Like not fucking left to rot. Like that's bullshit. The old Clevo, big steamy boy. Wasn't there a Cleveland sports team that was going to try and become the Steamers, but they didn't want to let them because of that expression? Yeah, that's like because of the fucking massive numbers and stuff. It's like I always think of like when I'm old and when all these people are old and we can't afford our own houses. Where the fuck are we going to go? Like, they're not going to have the infrastructure for the amount of people that simply are going to get old and don't have their own place to live. Like, it's just that's where it's like just thinking of the future. It's fucking scary. It's just going to make it's just going to cause way more mental health issues and suicides and all that shit down the track. They just really, really haven't. They just haven't planned all this stuff very well at all. It's like they've just got greedy, let as many people in as possible, and we'll worry about it later. But when you're letting in fucking 1 million people a year, what do you expect? Yeah. But these days, Joey, like people are living week to week. They can't even afford to buy their own house. So either they're going to eventually be able to buy their own house or they're still going to have no money. And then they're going to, when they get old, they're just like, where the fuck do they go? Because they don't have their own house. There's not going to be like 10 times the amount of old age homes because it just simply won't be the case. Oh, hello. Cool. You'll have to show me. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, is in like they're fucking them and the hospitals and doctors and dentists and all that sort of stuff. They're all overwhelmed and exhausted as it is. And it's like you've just brought in millions more. Like, so they're going to pump out more kids and it's just going to get worse and worse. And they're not going to be able to cope with that growth. But that's, yeah, some of the shit you'll see in like some of these like Muslim families and stuff, they're all joking about the fact that they don't work and we go out and work and bust our ass and don't have time to have families and stuff while they're at home, like creating big families and strength in numbers. And yeah, it just goes to show they just don't give a fuck. They're just here to take over. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Most Aussies just the Aussie dream is to own your own house or to have like yeah, obviously like raise a young family or whatever. But times are so tough, the cost of living and stuff, and just the housing costs and that here. It's like you can't do both. It's like you've either got to sacrifice and both work and bust your ass, and you're probably going to be lucky to have one or two kids, but you'll eventually have a home. Or the other option is, yeah, if you want like a big family, you're probably going to be renting all your life. It's just fucked, like, yeah, because like I was all for immigration back in the day when like what do you call it, when they they assimilated and they worked hard and they contributed to society and made Australia a even better country than what it is, and it picked up the wealth for everyone. But when they're coming here and they're not working, and then they're just making it harder and harder for the working people, it's like you can see why people are so fed up, and it's like driving all the housing costs up. Like just to get an average home now in a basic town, you're looking at nearly $1 million. It's like so fucking ridiculous. So that's two things I look at in America where I'm like, you're lucky. Like the two things that I would love in my life. These are real, or three things actually. Freedom is the main one. I know a lot of people are going to hate it, but I still think I'm all for your own protection and being able to own guns. I think it's clearly showing in Australia the fact that we're having all these home invasions now and families not being able to do anything about it. It's a massive like show as to why gun protection is a good thing. So yeah, that yeah, the house costs, like you guys can buy these fucking insane homes for like 150, $200,000 in like, I mean, I'm not in California or somewhere like that, but most states you can get really good homes for cheap cost. And then yeah, obviously because I'm into my beer, like just the cost of alcohol and shit like that in America, it's just like it's a dream compared to here. Fucking cunts. I just can't wait for the time when they come into my home because I'm gonna unleash. I don't care if I really hurt someone. If they come into my house late at night, fucking look out. All those years of martial arts, all those years of playing cricket and footy, just all my rage. It's just gonna. Oh, if there's fucking four of them, I don't give a shit. And not only will they have to deal with me, they'll be dealing with two dogs as well. One that's very fucking vicious and protective when he sees me hurt myself. So on that note, please hit the like button. I will do another beer, but I'll try and we'll try and be a bit more calm next stream. Maybe shift the tone a bit. It is good to rant. It needs to be done. I think in today's world we need to be more like this. We need to be vigilant. We need to start standing up for ourselves because it's a fucking joke. I think us nice nations, good friendly people, hardworking people. I think we're too good natured, we're too kind, we want to help people out, and I think it yeah. After a while, it's just got the better of us, and it's time to start putting our foot down and saying no and trying to be more selfish. I think otherwise, it's just like, what's it all worth? We're just making it harder for ourselves. So on that note, I'm out of here. But yeah, I'm going to do another stream in about maybe give us 15 minutes. I'll do a rosary beads. That's awesome. It'd be cool, yeah, just having like just a big fucking set of rocks on a chain and painting them a bright color and having a cross on the end of it. So yeah, I'm going to do a mountain culture hazy Apparently, it's a Melbourne release, I think, which is pretty cool. I think it might have been. I think it's released Australia wide, but it was brewed in Melbourne, something like that. Anyway, I got it at the venue when I went there, Melbourne Cup Day. But yeah, I'll be back and I'll review that. And yeah, don't know what the topic of conversation will be, but at least we keep it real, Randy. Cheers, peeps. See you soon.